you wait 90 days, you want a commitment, and he go, nah, this ain't what I thought it was. Now, you just been passing out, cookie like it's, just like it's slices of pie. And all of a sudden you find out different. That's why I tell you, ladies, I told you in the book, take yourself 90 days to get to know these men. Because if he ain't figuring it out in 90 days, you ain't figured it out. And then you come to a conclusion before the 90 days and he ain't there, what you got? You got nothing. Now you sitting over there going, well, man, I told y'all. I'm so glad they here. Go ahead. What else? Anybody else?
Yeah, so like he was saying, a big part of it is the timing. Because if you ask somebody too soon, sometimes it can feel like a red flag. Like, what's wrong with you that makes you feel like you have to have this sort of title so early on? Like, what are you missing in what you're trying to fulfill by locking in on a title so early? But if you guys have been sleeping together and you guys have, in your mind, built something close, at some point you do have the right to ask. I feel like, because how else will you ever know? So that's me.
That's a good one. I like that.
So, kind of answer your question about really asking the question. Make sure before you ask that question that you've paid attention to me and make sure I'm what you want. Because a lot of people go in situations and they settle for it because of the time. So if it's past 90 days or 6 months, you're just sitting there, you're in a situation that you really don't want to be in, but you've been there long enough to get in it. And then I'm looking at you like, if it's early, like, why are you trying to get in a situation so soon? I have no problem with you asking, but make sure you know who I am before you ask that question.
All these is grown men answers. This somebody that been through a couple wars, lost, back at it. Just want you to understand. All right, we got time for one more question. Where's Lorraine?
Hi, Steve, and hi, gentlemen. I was recently in a relationship with this guy who constantly texts me if it was via social media, so like memes on Instagram, things along that nature. And I was in a relationship with him, and I just wanted him to call me more. So I wanted to know, do you believe that texting or calling should be a two-way street, or like should he be calling me more than texting me?
I mean, quite honestly, I'm going to text you and ask, can I FaceTime you? Because I want to see your face. This is cool. I'm not going to lie. I mean, text is small, cute stuff, and, as long as it's not a paragraph, because I can't text that fast. But I want to FaceTime you. I want to see your face. I want to see your smile. I want to see you cry. If you're crying, I want to see you. And then if we talk on the phone, we talk on the phone.
So I feel like there's a